Hey guys, so we have this month's V-Jump pages, not even just the leaks, we actually have the full pages available here for both Dokkan and Legends, so we're going to be going over what exactly they're talking about in these pages here. So we'll start with Dokkan, and then we'll go into Legends once we're done here. So for Dokkan, looks like they are showing off the new Halloween unit coming out. Remember last year we got Pan and Grandpa Gohan, which was kind of like a Dokkan original combination. Well, now we're getting another Dokkan original combination. It even says here, this is a Dokkan original combination character, right? So it's Android 8 alongside Android 17. What's interesting about this character is that this guy's name is actually, it's Hachan, like Enraged. So the SSR version is that's what it's called. But then obviously when you get to the Dokkan Awakened character, it's just Hachan and Android 17. So that'll be interesting. I mean, this is definitely a character that we're never going to see like a combination like this again. So at least the name will not be like taken up, right? So I mean, they don't really talk about anything in terms of like how good they're going to be and stuff like that. They're going to be available through this new Halloween event, similar to what we saw last year, I assume, with the Grandpa Gohan and Pan. It should be a special event, and then there's going to be a drop from there. Then we're also getting a Prime Battle EZA for the AGL Trunks in the future there, alongside another 2 EZAs for the free-to-play Future 17 and Future 18. I guess that'll be in addition to the already existing Extreme Z area for this the Int Trunks, right? So there'll be, I guess, added stages to that event there. This is obviously going to be a new event for the Trunks, right? Similar to how they did the Prime Battle Goku and Frieza. Now I assume if they're going to go down the same path they did for Frieza, right, where you initially needed to have Goku done, and then you needed Goku on your team in order to even attempt to get this guy done. So I assume it'll be the same way where you probably need to use Frieza to attempt this stage against Trunks, but that actually might be a little bit difficult because Frieza, obviously being SDR, is going to be weak to this guy. And I'm not sure if they're going to continue that trend, because if they keep doing that over and over and again, we're going to get to the point where you actually need to have done like all the prior Prime Battle units to take on the next one. I don't know if that's what they want. It might be something that they're trying to aim for, right? Maybe they want you to do that. But we'll see if they end up doing that, right? And I assume these two new EZA 17 and 18 will be necessary or needed, mandatory to be bringing to fight against this Trunks' Prime Battle. So that's what we got for Dokkan. We got the free-to-play Android 8 and 17 combo card for Halloween. That'll be in the special Halloween event there as a drop unit. Then we're going to get the EZA for Prime Battle Trunks, AGL, and then 2 new EZAs for Android 17 and 18 from the future as a part of this Extreme Z area event here. So let me know down below what you guys think about that for Dokkan. I know a lot of people are interested in seeing how this Trunks, or I guess when this Trunks would get an EZA. Looks like now is the time. And this guy, I mean, he already is pretty good against a bunch of enemies, so he's going to be, like, I imagine, a very powerful unit in Super Battle Road. So that is good, because the future team, I would argue, actually really needs a lot of help. So definitely a good thing that they're doing there. And then you can sort of also extrapolate from this information, right? They said that in the news there's going to be events related to the Red Ribbon Army, because we are getting representation from the Red Ribbon Army in the Dragon Ball Super superhero movie coming out soon. Whether or not this means that we're probably going to be getting another, like, Dokkan Fest related to like Android, something like that, could be possible. Maybe we're going to get a Dokkan Fest Trunks, maybe, finally, like the Trunks that destroyed Mecha Frieza. Or, similarly to how Legends just released an LF Cell, what if Dokkan gets a new Cell unit? We haven't gotten a Cell in a while. I don't think we've gotten a Cell character, well, besides like the second form Cell banner unit with Super Vegeta, right? I don't think we've gotten a Cell character since LR Int Cell, unless I'm misremembering. So yeah, it's been a while, and Legends and Dokkan typically do like to release characters around the same time. So that wouldn't surprise me if they went ahead and did a Cell unit. Kind of would follow in the same timeline, remember, as Super Vegeta released before the Worldwide Down Celebration. So kind of would follow in that same chronological order. So let me know down below what you think about the possibility of us getting Dokkan Fest either Trunks or Cell, or maybe they're going to even do like a, I don't know, combination 17 and 18 Dokkan Fest as well. That would be pretty interesting. All right, let's take a look at Legends here. So for Legends, looks like we're getting a Zenkai Janemba as well as a new Piccolo. So I've already taken the liberty of translating a lot of the information on the screen here that it says about Piccolo and Janemba. So we'll start with Piccolo here. So this is fused with Nail Piccolo. That's what it says right here. From the Cooler's Revenge movie. So it's Dragon Ball Z movie 5. He's red. Obviously, it says right here he's red. So this is a very interesting decision by them, Piccolo from the Cooler's Revenge. And when you think of the Cooler's Revenge movie, I don't like Piccolo doesn't really like come to mind as like as like a main character that I'm thinking like, yeah, I really want that guy, right? So yeah, he'll be available in a new banner coming out. I mean, presumably it'll be a Legends All-Star banner. It's typically what they do for V-Jump. So him, and then they'll release another unit alongside him because Legends All-Star banner is always released with, you know, 2 units. Sometimes, very rarely, they'll come out with 3 units, but I assume this is going to be 2 units. So let me know down below what you guys think might come out with Piccolo. Because there's going to be him, and then I don't know if they're going to release another new character with him. Is it going to be like Bowser? Like that would honestly, I would be pretty disappointed if it was Bowser. Like I don't really care. I'm thinking maybe it won't even be a character from the Cooler's Revenge movie, right? It might just be somebody that's completely unrelated. Like what if they just release like a new Turles with him or something like that? I don't know. So let me know below what you think about what other character might release alongside the Piccolo. I think if they're going to go down the route of doing like more Cooler's Revenge stuff, I do not think we'll be getting a Cooler or Goku with Piccolo on the Legends All-Star banner. Those guys would more so be, I think, for like a step up or like an LF banner. So in terms of what he's able to do, it says he'll be available from a new banner. Yeah, we were talking about that. He's a powerful attacker from the moment the battle begins. So it sounds like he's going to be either a melee or a ranged type. I don't think it actually specifies whether he's melee or ranged, but that's something we'll figure out later. He increases damage dealt per existing enemy battle member and increases the enemy's switch timer and decreases ally switch timer when enemies switch out. So if you're on the battlefield with this Piccolo and the enemy switches characters, they'll have their switch timers increased and then your allies will have their switch timers decreased. It doesn't say how long, but you know, we'll see. It's an interesting ability. We haven't seen that before. His green card is like the stretchy arm thing, which I don't think we've seen that in the game yet, so that's pretty cool. It's called like, I think it's called like the demonic arm pursuit. That's what it says right here. I mean, it's not a perfect translation, but the game will probably call it something else. Then his blue card, it says right here. I mean, this is actually a move that I don't think is in any other game because I don't know of any other game that has Piccolo from the Cooler's Revenge movie in it. But I mean, I try to translate it technically. It's like Thunderous Demon Elbow because like you can see right here, it's very, very tough to see, but he is elbowing someone, whoever he's fighting against here. Can't even tell who's fighting. But he's elbowing somebody. I assume it's Bowser, but it's so hard to tell. So that's what that is. And then we have the purple Super Janemba Zenkai. He's actually going to be buffing purple Powerful Opponent, which is interesting because we already have a purple Powerful Opponent buffer with the purple Turles. But it's pretty obvious we're going to get another one of these purple Zenkais just because they probably want to get some more buffs into the LF cell that just came out with purple. So I'm not surprised by this. Some people were thinking maybe it would be Android 17, the old one. Some people were saying, you know, I saw some people actually saying they thought maybe it would be Janemba, so they were correct. Then he gains unique abilities that allow him to gain a bunch of damage inflicted buffs when certain things happen. That's pretty much all it says right here. So we'll have to wait and see how they want to handle this guy. But at the end of the day, he's probably just going to be used as a buffer for the purple LF cell. So the first thing I want to just quickly say about this Piccolo coming out, right, is we are currently in like about to head into the last third of the month of October. So we're on. I'm recording this video on October 18th, and that's the same day this video will come out. So I'm just going to post this right away after I finish recording it. And last year, if we take a look at the history of when the banners came out, the last LF unit that we got prior to UI Goku releasing, and that's when Legends Festival started. This is when Majin Vegeta came out. It came out on August 25th. So very clearly, they did not release the same amount of LFs last year as they have this year, right? The amount and volume of LFs that they're releasing this year is way higher than last year. So I don't think you can look at that and say, yeah, they're probably not going to release another LF until Legends Festival this year, because I imagine they're probably going to do Legends Festival this year, right? So they went ahead and did Goku Black, the green Goku Black step up. That came out on September 29th. Then they did the Champa and Vados step up. Now this banner came out on October 27th, which I think is around the same time we should be receiving this Piccolo. This will be the Legends All-Star banner. So what they could do is, because after the Champa and Vados banner, the last banner to drop with new characters before UI Goku, because UI Goku dropped I think on the 26th of November. What they could do is they could drop an LF banner on like November 10th if they really wanted to push it very close. Because I mean, if they're pushing Piccolo from the the Cooler's Revenge movie, there's no reason to release a character like this if you weren't going to like capitalize on other things in the movie that are really hype, right? Like Cooler himself, or you know, the bird Goku, or if you want to call him that, the Goku who transforms to a Super Saiyan and then heals the bird, right? And that's like the scene from that movie when he transforms into a Super Saiyan. So I don't like, if you're gonna release something from the Cooler movie, I don't think there's any way you go ahead and say, yeah, let's release Piccolo from the Cooler's Revenge movie and then like not release Cooler or Goku, right? It just doesn't make sense to me. So I think what's gonna end up happening here is they're probably gonna release Sky and the Legends All-Star banner. It's probably gonna come out on, well, actually, what's today? So this week's update will be the 19th. So actually, yeah, it will be the 27th again this year. So I think Piccolo will come out on the 27th of October. That's when we should see Piccolo. And then after Piccolo, I think, let me just see. I think the next like banner with new characters on it will come out on November 10th or somewhere close to that day. So I don't know if they want to release another LF character that close to when we're supposed to get like all the hype stuff, but we could see like an LF Cooler come out around that time if they really wanted to do that. So that's interesting. But Piccolo himself, I mean, he'll be on two main teams, right? Regen and the Sagos in the Movies team. Him being red, I think, is interesting because that's the color that I would argue that both teams actually need. Regen does have access to, Fusion Zamasu, but he is an LF character, so not everybody has access to him. And then Sagos in the Movies, I mean, Bojack is probably the mainstay red unit on this team. So, I mean, if you don't have Bojack, he'll be a good unit for this team. I mean, other than Bojack, like, what red unit do you even use? Frieza? Frieza's pretty solid, but I don't know. I feel like red is a decent color for him. He'll be a decent addition to both these teams. And then for Janemba, the Zenkai Janemba, him buffing powerful opponents, so he'll be able to give an extra Zenkai buff to obviously the red cell, or not the red cell, the LF cell, and then LF Rose, who secretly I think is still pretty underrated. We also do have the transforming Demon King Piccolo as well, who's going to get an extra buff here too. And then Fusion Zamasu, I mean, he's old, but he's still alright. Well, I guess he's not that old. He's only like a little more than like almost a year and a half old at this point. I mean, he's pretty old, right? Who else we got? That's pretty much it. The new, well, kind of new at this point, free Broly. We got Purple Turles himself getting another Zenkai buff. That'd be interesting. Purple Broly, I guess, yeah. So yeah, a few characters do get help in terms of this guy's Zenkai buff, but that's pretty much it in terms of what we know from this V-Jump scan. Let me know down below what you think about both the Legends and Dokkan V-Jump scans we're getting this year, or this month, I guess. Nail fuse Piccolo from the Cooler's Revenge movies. Kind of interesting decision on their part. So I think that probably is hinting towards something coming in a few weeks, but we shall see. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.